Hello! Hey, it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and one of you lovely viewers sent me some more junk journal goodies to play with. So this envelope came in the mail today, and I've covered up most of this person's name and address. Her name is Michelle, and she's sent me this cute envelope with some fun stickers and washi on it, and it says junk journal goodies. I have not opened this yet, and it's been waiting for me to open, so we're going to very carefully open it up. And I wish I could do this without ripping that washi tape, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, now I'm ripping the envelope. Wow, this is really, I'm not doing good here. Okay, so this is a really cute note. I don't think I'll read the whole thing, but I'll just tell you that Michelle says that I can keep anything I create with these things and keep the extra items from my stash. And she also says that I've inspired her to start her own junk journal and that she's looking forward to Sharkathon. So when this video uploads, we'll be a good chunk of the way through Sharkathon. But Michelle, I hope you're enjoying the process and having a lot of fun with it, as well as your junk journaling. Thank you so much for this. This means the world to me that you would take the time to send me something. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Before I go any further, I should probably tell you it is a holiday where I'm at. I live in Wyoming, and it's the 24th of July weekend, which is technically a Utah holiday, but a lot of people around here celebrate it because we're so close to Utah. It's to do with when the state of Wyoming was first settled by white people, and yeah, it's a thing. So if you hear banging noises in the background, people are setting off fireworks, my apologies. I've been waiting for them to stop, and they're not stopping. So we gotta just roll on. Okay, now that I have decimated this envelope, I'm so sorry, Michelle. I did not do well getting this out. Let's just take the items out and see what we have. Alright, we've got this cute little card. It's got a bird on it and some gold foiling detail. This print, that is it an actual Polaroid? No, it's not. It looks like a Polaroid though. And it's just kind of this part of a pretty girl with flowers in her hair. Ooh, we have some film, and I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this, but the film is showing some statues. Very classic looking statues. That's awesome. Got another picture here. Oh, this is pretty. We've got like a bird above, is it a Japanese temple? There's another bird, butterfly, flowers. Cute. My mind's already starting to churn with things I could do. We've got this piece of red ribbon here. This one looks like a fan. Really pretty. We've got a frame. Oh, another frame. Look! Can you see that? Okay, let me find something. Look it! Look it, look it, look it. So cute. Oh, there's another one. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness. Alright, on the back of that is this very cool print. It's kind of like a Medusa, but also not. We've got a girl with snakes in her hair, but she's also got florals and things. Very cool. Got a couple of these little frame tickets. Ooh, some stickers that look like stamps with fairies on them. I love these. We've got this translucent thing. It's got a dream catcher on it. That's pretty. Oh, there's a little envelope. Grow where you're planted. Very cute. That matches the artwork on the little note that Michelle sent. Got this little flag. Oh, there's a couple of them. They're stuck together. A nice, pretty soft green. Okay, we've got a vellum envelope, and inside, oh, be careful. we've got a wax seal over a bit of a plant. I don't know how well you can see that. That's a really clever idea. Okay, I see some stickers. We've got here. Aww. These are so beautiful, Michelle. So already I'm thinking I'm going to create something non-Sharky for this video, but then I'll definitely be using some of these pieces in my Shark Week junk journal as well. There's some cute stamps. There's also a really pretty stamp on the envelope that she sent too. I'll show you that. It's got some silver foiling on it. Oh, another wax seal thing just popped out. And here we have a couple of pieces of vellum paper. This is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. So many goodies to play with. Thank you so much, Michelle. This is so thoughtful and sweet of you to do. I appreciate it so much. Let me ponder on this a little bit, and I'll come back ready to work on a junk journal page. Okay, it's actually the next day. I got so tired of the fireworks and then the kids screaming that started up pretty soon. I was like, you know what, let's take a break and come back to it. So I've got Michelle's items up here, and I've got my junk journal open to a page that's empty and needs some work done on it. So both of these are done. We just need to do something here. So what am I going to do? That is the question. Of course, I want to use these in some way, but also most of what I'm seeing is very floral and nature inspired, and I really want to use that Grow Where You're Planted card that she sent, and these don't quite fit with that. So I think we're actually going to save these for something else and bring this card up as something to kind of maybe help me rein in a focus. This I don't think would work very well for a focal point. It could be like just a part of the decoration. So I want something to really like center this. And oops, sorry, I'm so bad at this, at filming like this. Okay, so this might make a really interesting focal point. Might be cool to add a little pop of color in here somewhere, maybe with some watercolor colored pencils. This one also might be a good focal point, although it is kind of small. I'm kind of thinking this one is going to be the best focal point, and I do want to try playing with a little bit of color. So let's move this book out of the way and grab my colored pencils, and let's see what I can come up with. Alright, so I'm going to start with this colored pencil. It is from Calor watercolor pencils, and the color is called Greenish Hue. Simple, straightforward. Maybe I'll just kind of start this by coloring in some of the leaves and things that would naturally be green, and start there and see how I like it. As I'm filming this, it is the first official day of Shark Week, so of course I'm going to be doing reading for that, and I am going to start my Shark Week reading with Skin of the Sea. Really excited for that book. I have had it for ages on my TBR, and I have some students who have been wanting me to read it because they saw the cover and they're like, oh, it's so beautiful. And of course now they want to read the book because they're totally judging by cover. It's okay to do that sometimes. Alright, I do like how that's popping, and I feel like I maybe need some more color on there. So I'm going to check this and see what other colors we've got. So we've got some other shades of green, obviously, and then some browns and kind of coppery colors. What could I work with there? Okay, so I've picked out this cinnamon colored pencil, and we're going to go with this snake here. I don't know if I'll end up coloring all the snakes or just some, but this guy is going to be cinnamon colored. So far I'm really liking this, and it's matching color tones really well with what we have here on this card. I am almost afraid to keep coloring more. However, I feel like I want to color her lips, and it's going to be not the cinnamon color, but maybe something in the same kind of color family. I don't know, I'm a little bit afraid to do this, but we're going to go for this magenta color. Oh no! She smudged her lipstick a little bit. Alright, I thought I was happy with that, but now I'm realizing I want her eyes to pop out. So we're going to go back to our greens. And I kind of want to do that same color that I did on the leaves. We'll start there, and if it's not quite bright enough, we can always add more color. I like that. Okay, we're gonna be done coloring this. I'm too afraid I'm gonna ruin it. I already have like a little, I don't know if you can even see, but a tiny smudge by her lips, and it's driving me insane. So we're gonna be done coloring before I ruin it. Okay, so we know we want to use this as a focal point, and we know that we're going to use this card as a sentiment. I want this pink gone. Of course, I said that in my last junk journaling video, and I ended up putting pink on top of pink, but this time, no pink. Only if it's like teeny tiny, barely there kind of pink. So let's see what I've got that I can do for a background here. Alright, so I've grabbed a stack of just collaging papers. These are all vintage prints and different things that I have. And I have grabbed my Cocoina glue. This is Italian glue, and it's paste that's really fantastic for like smooth coverage, and it smells like almonds, which is bonus. So I'm going to work on a little bit of background collaging, and then I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, so I've got the background collaged up. I decided to go for very neutral, like calm colors, and now I'm just going to take my vintage photo distress oxide and go around the edges and maybe a little bit in the I don't know if seams is the right word, but where the papers join, just to add some more color. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the other things that we have here to play with. This isn't everything that Michelle sent. This is some of the things. We've got the wax seals in this envelope here, and we've got a bunch of things here, lots of florals, and we've got these cute fairies. I'm trying to think, though, how best to frame her. I did discover she's on sticker paper, so I think what I might do is fussy cut around her, leaving a little white border, and then mount her on some cardstock, and then add her. So we'll start with that. Alright, slight change of plans, but only barely. I'm still going to mount her on some paper, but I'm going to use this paper instead of cardstock, because I just love the old-timey script that it's got on there, and we are going to ink around her, of course, before we stick her down on the paper. Yesterday I watched Funny Girl, and I have Don't Rain on My Parade stuck in my head. I will try very hard not to burst into song as I work today, but you never know what might happen or not. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure where she's going to go. We'll set her right there for now. I'm going to want to put something behind her, maybe like pop of color or something to just make it stand out a bit from the background, because otherwise it would just be neutral and neutral, and that's a bit too much. Let me play around with some of this other stuff here. We've got these really cute fairies that I think could be maybe added on this side somewhere. Of course, we've got our card that we want to include. I don't know, maybe the fairies would be too much. I think I maybe want to do some collaging behind her with some of the stickers that Michelle sent, and I don't know whether to do gold stickers or to use some of these that have got color on them. What should I do? Color or gold? I think I do want to go with the colorful pieces because they will maybe make the green pop out a little bit more on her eyes. Okay, let's do this. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around the clouds to rain on my parade. Aww. I think I cursed myself with the singing. I said I wasn't going to, so then I did. Hey, Mr. Armstein, here I am. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. So I have one more of these little flags, which I think I want to try to use somewhere over here. I'm still not sure how I want to do this. Do I just want to glue this down? Do I want to make a pocket somewhere? I think I want a pocket. But this is what I think I'm going to do for the pocket. I think I'm going to use this little tiny envelope that she sent, that the card was in. I'm going to ink around that and be right back. Okay, I like that. I think it's super cute. I just don't know. I kind of like that better, actually, with this down here. Okay. We're going to do some more gluing. But first I need to ink around that card. Alright, I'm just going to glue around 3 sides of this so it can be a double pocket. So it'll be here, and we can tuck something in the envelope, but then you could also tuck something in here. Alright, I want to stick on one of these cute wax seals that Michelle sent. So I'm going to try this with tacky glue. I think it'll hold the best out of what I've got available here. And I'm just going to glue it to the top of the flap. So I can still open the envelope, but it will also hold this down while yeah, you know what I mean. Is this space too empty? I don't want to like put something super attention grabby there and like mess up the page and make it over designed, but I'm also wondering if it's too empty. Would like one of these flower stickers maybe help? Got that one, or we've got this one. We've got these gold ones. I kind of like these two here. Let's cross our fingers, everyone, that I don't mess this up. Great, now another song is about to come bursting out, and I'm sorry, I can't stop it. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of its pipe. You have wished yourself a small town Galahad, breakfast eating 4-button type, and I shall meet him when the time is ripe. I know when my love comes along, I know then and there, I know at the sight of his face, how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I know when my love comes along. Apparently, I really need to stop watching musicals. Okay, now we are going to take this cute note from Michelle and fold it up so that it can go in this pocket. Alright, I wanted a card to journal on so I could tuck into this pocket. And so I'm going to be using this card, but I'm going to add one of these stickers that Michelle sent. I think I'm going to put this one here and then do a little bit of journaling there. Alright, so my battery died while I was in the process of getting this going, but I wrote, one of my lovely viewers, Michelle from Arizona, sent me some junk journal goodies to play with. I love the nature theme of this spread. My handwriting looks terrible on this card, and I don't want to take away from the beautiful spread that I've made here, so I want to cover up the other side. Now, coincidentally, this card that I've written on says bloom where you're planted. May have picked that up out of my Project Life box of cards and chose that one specifically, but we're still going to cover it up because we already have this lovely grow where you're planted, and we don't want like two of basically the same saying here. So let's get some more stuff from Michelle and cover this up. Okay, so I added this quite large sticker that Michelle had sent over the front of this after I put on some Distress Oxide and some gesso. And so you can still kind of see the word bloom through the back here, but you have to really look for it. And I think I'm just going to go with it like it is. I thought about putting one of those little fairies down here to kind of peek up out of the pocket, but it just doesn't seem to like work. I think it would be too much. So we're going to leave this be and call it good. I really had a lot of fun playing with these things, and of course, because Michelle is so nice and generous, I still have a lot of things to play with still. I hope you've enjoyed this little Happy Mail creation with me, and none of you have to do this, but if you'd like to send me some stuff to play with, my address is always linked in the description box below. It's in the description box below. If you want to send me some things to play with, I'd be happy to do so. But again, no pressure, only if you want to. So I'm going to go watch some Shark Week and probably do some reading at the same time, multitasking. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.